Huh?
What? You assume we don't know how to have a good time?
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 underrated raunchy comedies. For this list, we'll be ranking suggestive laugh-out-loud movies that we feel either deserve to be celebrated more or rewatched to remember just how funny they were in the first place. What's your favorite raunchy comedy? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, Private Resort. They say that everyone needs to start somewhere, and for actors, that somewhere is often the world of B-grade movies in the horror and comedy realm. Johnny Depp is absolutely one of those now A-list celebrities who spend his time working in these types of films.
Are you always this forward with strangers?
Only with beautiful women.
Private Resort was the sort of VHS staple from the 1980s that was sold on the premise of wacky hijinks and gratuitous nudity. Depp, who made his first movie debut in A Nightmare on Elm Street just the year before, gets star billing for the first time. Private Resort delivers all of the raunchy content you'd expect from a film called, well, Private Resort.
My grandmother's probably home by now.
She can take care of herself.
Number 9, The Overnight. What goes into the creation of a truly raunchy comedy? Well, explicit content and zany hijinks are key ingredients. The Overnight certainly delivers on both counts, particularly during its closing, climax.
Hey, group hug.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The film focuses on a couple, Alex and Emily, who are new to LA and keen to make friends. They meet another couple and bring their kids together for a play date.
It's so good, you know what it makes me think about?
However, the other couple happens to be swingers, and this crazy night quickly goes off the rails in an orgy of unexpected and very adult comedy.
Oh, there they are. Oh, hey, honey.
Number 8, Kingpin. The Farrelly brothers enjoy a proven track record when it comes to delivering some truly outrageous comedy. Kingpin arrived right smack dab in what could be considered an apex of the siblings' creative success, the mid-90s.
Listen, you stupid banana head, you don't have to bet, I'll bet for you. Oh, that's cool.
The film, which stars Woody Harrelson, Randy Quaid, Bill Murray, and Vanessa Angel, is a sports movie of sorts, albeit in the raunchiest way possible. It's the world of professional bowling that gets the spotlight here, a down and dirty world that feels like miles away from the polished athletics of football or basketball. There's tons of sexual sight gags and poor behavior to be found, as well as plenty of genuine laughs, making Kingpin a strong recommendation for your next raunchy retro movie night.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Number 7, Zack and Miri make a porno. Do raunchy comedies need to be raunchy all the time? We don't think so, especially when they're as fun as Zack and Miri Make a Porno. The film, alternatively known as Zack and Miri, details the exploits of friends who are struggling financially and need to find some quick cash.
If it's so easy, how come everybody doesn't do it?
Because other people have options and dignity, which we do not have, which puts us in an amazingly advantageous position.
They decide to make a ramshackle adult film, but end up falling in love in the process. Zack and Miri didn't do well critically or financially during its initial run in theaters, and we honestly don't know why.
This is the worst porno I've ever seen.
The film was written and directed by Kevin Smith, with his usual wit and heart, and deserves some raunchy comedy reappraisal.
So as you can see, our movie ain't got no ending. And every movie needs an ending, don't it?
Number 6, Sex Drive. There are a myriad of different plot devices that can set the wheels of an average raunchy comedy in motion. The Let's Save the Rec Center is an all-time classic, as is the idea of a white tea car crash. Perhaps chief among those plot tricks is the good old-fashioned road trip.
Let's go, ladies! Lance, cut it out! Come on!
A lot of things can happen while on a long drive, and 2008's Sex Drive ensures that there's no shortage of outrageous situations on the open road.
What have you got?
There's a hot pursuit, angry state troopers, and a whole lot of shenanigans to be had behind the wheel. Oh, and tons of laughs, too.
Yeah, sure. Works for me.
Number 5, Meatballs. Is the OG Meatballs from 1979 the raunchiest film in this franchise? No, that would be its bonkers second sequel, Meatballs 3 Summer Job. However, it all started here with what's still the highest grossing Canadian film of all time. Yep, It turns out that a lot of moviegoers wanted to see what really happens at Camp North Star. Not that we can blame them, especially when Bill Murray is in charge of the camp counselors.
All right, gentlemen. Big event. Operation Late Night Excitement.
Meatballs balances out a smart and funny script with just enough heart to keep the film from feeling too sleazy. Maybe somehow, director Ivan Reitman already knew that Meatballs 3 would end up covering all those bases only a few years later. Number 4. Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. Like Meatballs, stoner comedy Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle was also successful enough to muster up a franchise, earning sequels in 2008 and 2011. The OG Harold and Kumar is a comedy of errors as these two friends take on an otherwise innocuous mission for fast food.
Please tell me there's another White Castle in town.
No.
Are you sure?
Do I look like the kind of brother that would be unsure about something like that?
While it isn't the raunchiest film on our list, the scene involving Freak Show and his wife certainly goes to unexpected places.
Let's roll here. How about a foursome?
By the end of their mission, the duo has a story that, if it were real, would never be believed by your friends, or our friends, or anyone for that matter. Well, except maybe Neil Patrick Harris.
What happened to my car?
I made some love stains in the back seat. You'll see.
Number 3. Little Darlings. Did you ever wonder what sort of movie Wet Hot American Summer was parodying back in 2001? Well then, you need to go back and watch 1980's Little Darlings.
It's Randy. Don't let the name fool you.
Its plot of two teenagers racing to see which can lose their virginity first is actually handled with, to quote film critic Roger Ebert, some of the dignity it deserves.
I don't know what's with men. They never come prepared. They think it's the woman's responsibility or something.
The film was yet another omnipresent title on VHS before falling into obscurity thanks to musical rights associated with its hit soundtrack. Seriously, Little Darlings is funny, raunchy, and memorable, with great music.
It's different than what I thought it was.
Number 2. The Kentucky Fried Movie. It all started here for the Zucker brothers, who would find mainstream success with the Airplane and Naked Gun film series. The Kentucky Fried Movie is the gold standard for that brief cinematic trend in the 70s of developing sketch comedy movies.
Show me your nuts.
Oh, how you doing?
This transgressive and anarchic comedy takes pot shots at everyone and everything. There's one long-form narrative sketch that parodies Bruce Lee's Enter the Dragon, but elsewhere, it's anything goes. Parodies of commercials? Check. Running gags? Double check. Director John Landis ensured that the Kentucky Fried Movie was packed with as much silliness and gratuitousness as humanly possible. You've been warned.
Come back to Montana with me.
I can no sooner run away from her than myself.
I'm not asking you to run, I'm asking you to face reality.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. The Last American Virgin. Ask anyone who's seen The Last American Virgin, and they'll immediately mention one thing: that ending. This film, from director Bose Davidson, was a remake of a film Davidson directed in his native Israel, and it's truly one of a kind.
Do you have a boyfriend?
No.
For starters, it has a soundtrack to die for, including tracks from Journey, Devo, The Cars, and The Police. Additionally, the well-worn plot of Losing It takes on a whole new meaning, with some real moral stakes at risk for the characters.
What's wrong?
It's got nothing to do with you.
There's a lot of sex and nudity, sure, but also consequences for the actions of the protagonists. Then there's the ending, which we won't spoil here, but we'll just say one thing: you'll never see it coming.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.